What's up, guys, and welcome to another video, and let's get ready to wake up and react, put this over there, to another episode, or two more episodes of Hunter x Hunter, 109 and 110. And I think that you guys, somebody said it, I don't know where it was, I don't know if it was YouTube, it was this week, I don't know if it was YouTube, Patreon, if it was Patreon, it was probably last week, if it was YouTube, it was this week, but anyway, someone said that this is when it starts to get good, around like episode 110, so I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I like the way the last one ended, because he stuck up for her. Going in there, oh, I wrote her name down, Komugi, he went in there, Meruem, got it, I had to ask my brother what his name was, I completely forgot what it was, and no, that's not a spoiler, guys, the queen already said his name when she died. Anyway, but he doesn't know his name, because the only people who would know his name were the people who were there when she died. But anyway, so, yeah, he saved Komugi, but he went in there with the intention to kill her, and ended up saving her and saying, why didn't you ask for help? Oh, it was still early, like, she just went on break. It was still early, I didn't want to bother anybody. Like, girl, you don't even know. You were like, I don't know how he sees her. He either sees her as a friend, or a child, or like his kid or something, but like probably friends. And I know you guys are saying like romance, so that's kind of gross because she's a kid. I don't know how young she is. I don't know what she's, maybe she's like 11, 12, and he's considered an adult, I guess. I don't know. I don't really see him as an adult because he was just born and he doesn't even understand. He doesn't understand a lot of things. I still see him as a kid, but he was made from adults, so I guess he is an adult. I don't know. But physically he's an adult, but mentally I don't know. That's how I feel about it, at least. I'm not saying it has to be romantic. That's like out the window. If it's not going to be romantic, it's not going to be romantic. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how do I see him now? Should I see him as an adult, or should I see him as a child? I don't know. It just depends. You know, some people stop developing at a certain like, maybe, you know how some people, when they have disorders, like physically they're a certain age but mentally they're not. So like with him, yeah, maybe physically you were born an adult, but you're how long ago was he born? A couple months, maybe, or a month, maybe. I don't know how much time has passed. Maybe 2 months. Anyway, if you guys know how much time's passed, then let me know, because now I'm actually curious how old he is. But anyway, not the point. Let's jump into the reaction, guys. Yikes. Jeez. I don't know what to say. I mean, I say that every time. I don't have much to say, and then I go on like this. But I'm going to try to make it quick, since the next episode is really when shit starts to happen. I guess we have to worry a bit about Killua. Seems like he's about to fade away or something like that. That is what he said, right? Like, I'm not misinterpreting it. Because he said, maybe I wasn't too distracted or something. Am I going too far? Yeah, because they're not even in the room yet. The hell is it? But for some reason, yeah, I was right. He seems on the verge of fading away. I don't know why he's saying that. Like, what happened to Killua? Can't remember. Nothing happened, though, other than blood loss. Maybe he didn't have enough time to heal completely. The only thing I can think of is that. He's worried about Gon, maybe. His task that he gave himself is to make sure Gon can at least, like, make sure he doesn't get hurt before he gets to Pitou. And this thing that he's talking about, that not all of the ants are bad, pretty much. Providing support so no one can interfere in your battle. Yeah, essentially. So no one can interfere, okay, but also so no one can hurt Gon before he can get there. But still, even when they do get to her, I don't know. I still don't think that Gon's gonna be able to kill her or take her out. I just don't. Not unless he has some super, like, I don't know, like some sort of awakening, like the fucking Avatar state. You're fucked. I don't think you're gonna be able to do anything. I just don't. It doesn't make any sense. You're just not on her level. But it's an anime and he's the main character, so maybe it's gonna be super unrealistic and he will win. Don't know. I feel bad for Nav. Normally I feel like I'd be, wow, you really, like, you were talking all this shit about, oh, everyone's like, they lose their nerve, and when they can't understand something, they just, like, all reason goes out the window when you're faced with something you've never seen before, and blah, 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 human reason goes out the window. I think that's what he said. Human reason? Something like that. Anyway, common sense, something along the lines of that, and then look at him. He fell apart. Just being in her, I don't even know if it was hers. Was it hers or was it Shia Puff's? Whatever. Regardless, it doesn't even have to be her. No, it was hers. It was hers. That's what he was alluding to, right? Because he said, I can't believe they got close, or they were, like, actually in front of her. I was just kind of in the vicinity of, sort of, not really. And he couldn't even handle it, so. But I'm not actually mad at him. I get it. And I mean, yeah, these two kids have more courage than you, but, I mean, anxiety is there for a reason. It's to keep you safe. By not going in there, you're ensuring your own safety. You know what I mean? So, I get it. But anyway, so, what's it called? So the plan, they kind of show you a bit of, like, how they plan on getting all those humans in there without causing, like, a fuss or, like, any chaos, really. They're hypnotized, so they can take simple orders. You know, don't cause a commotion or a ruckus. Just follow follow directions given to you. Get in line, stay in your place until called upon, really, until you're murdered or turned into a puppet. What else? Or a soldier, whatever, but they're kind of pretty much a puppet. You're just gonna be controlled by her, right? But they said that's a boon for them because then you don't have to worry about people, like, you don't have to worry about a stampede and what they say, like, thousands of people usually would die. But you don't have to worry about that now. So yeah. But it'll be, I don't know, maybe, like, you say it would be easier for you to get in and everything as well, but I don't know. Maybe, I mean, if there was a commotion, wouldn't it be easier for you to, well, you know, I don't know. Like, to sneak in, but under normal circumstances. In this circumstance, I think they're right, you know. If no one has a reaction, it is easier to sneak in. Because usually you'd think, like, oh, it's a distraction, but if people are, I don't know, if people aren't moving around, I feel like it would kind of give you away, would it not? Because like, no one's moving, and then they're gonna see someone, like, coming in? Well, they're gonna use the portals, but wouldn't she be able to sense your movement inside? I mean, she's focused on that. So, I don't know. And then what's the king kind of going off on, Pitou about not protecting Komugi. She knew the hawk was there, but didn't care because it was the king. It was no threat to the king, so why should I care? Well, he's still trying to play against her, so why wouldn't you protect her? Like, why would you let her be harmed if you knew he wasn't done with her yet? Like, that just doesn't make sense. But, I mean, it makes sense because I get it. She doesn't care about anyone else but him, his safety, but, like, the other guy, Shia Puff, also kind of, he cares about what the king wants as well. I don't know. Maybe she's too distracted by things that entertain her, though. And then him questioning who he is, like, what you are is an ant. What you are, what your title is, king, but that's not who you are. You know, you kind of have to decide who you want to be. You're just kind of going along with, almost like it's his instinct to be king, to dominate others, but why don't you, I don't know, kind of push that, kind of like, what do you call it, suppress that for a little bit, and actually, like, I like what he's doing. He's thinking more deeply about it, not very, like, surface level, like, where your instincts are. It's like, they just kick in or whatever, but calming yourself and actually taking the time to, I don't know, like, what's the word? I keep using the word analyze, but like it is really like you're analyzing yourself. There's a different word I want to use. I can't think of it, but I like that he's kind of taking the time to process everything. You know? Like with his games, he's able to put a lot of focus into that. You know, he puts everything off to the side and he's focusing solely on his game, but now he's putting that attention and focus on himself, and I like that because I think that he's reflecting. There we go. I think probably, hopefully, fingers crossed, he probably should talk to her though. I feel like talking to her would help Komugi. Like it would help him understand his emotions because I don't think the guards can really help him with that. But by talking to her, someone who understands human emotions, I think that could help him a lot. But anyway, I talked about all that before. So, but they only have a few hours really to have a conversation. So he needs to go back and talk to her. I mean, she's sitting there waiting for him. So I'm assuming they're gonna have one more game before this all starts. So maybe in this one game, the conversation that they have will be like a turning point for him. Because he might ask her some questions. Because he's clearly like, he's struggling right now to understand why he's doing the things that he's doing. He's reacting to things differently than he thinks that he should or usually would. And he's like, why am I reacting this way? He doesn't get it. I love when characters ask questions. I love when they question themselves. I eat that shit up, dude. I can't wait to see what conclusion he comes to. That's what I'm waiting for. Like, what are you going to do once he has this breakthrough, which I think hopefully it'll be that he doesn't want to do this selection anymore and kind of realizes, like, you know, with Greed in Full Metal, like realizing what he really wanted was a family. Maybe he'll realize what he really wants isn't just power to control other people and dominate them. Maybe it'll be, I want to lead people. I mean, kings don't just lord their power over others. I mean, really what your purpose is that's not for that. It's to lead people. But you have to decide ultimately how you want to lead them, where you want to lead them to, what kind of life you want them to live, or lead, but hopefully he doesn't go down a dark path, okay? That's just what I'm trying to get at. Let's just hope that Komugi can kind of just steer him in the right direction, okay? Hopefully then we won't have to worry about thousands or millions of people dying, because seriously, I know they're trying to stop him, but even Colt told them, you have no fucking chance. And they're all in, like, peak condition. You guys aren't even... Killua was suffering from blood loss. Moral, he's running at 35%. Nov's just not even there anymore. He's just so traumatized. Palm, we don't know what the fuck happened to her. Gon is an adrenaline junkie and he's gonna go do some crazy shit, probably. I don't know, maybe not. He's had development. Fingers crossed that he can keep his shit together. I kind of want him to go crazy because I feel like he'll have a power up, but at the same time, you can't afford to be crazy. Like, she's already crazy, so you have to be the kind of, like, calm one and don't, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, she's powerful, but maybe you think fight crazy with crazy, but I don't think that's gonna work there. I think you gotta outsmart her. Who else? Who else is fine? Shoot, Knuckle and Shoot aren't as good as Nov or Moral, but they're pretty, like, they're fine. They're isn't good a condition as they usually are, but I mean, Moral's 35%. Is that like a Knuckle and Shoot's 100%? Or are they at this state, like, are they better than him? Are they worse off, better off? I don't know. We'll have to see though. Anyway, let me shut up so we can hurry up and get into the next one. If this is YouTube, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And if you guys want full reactions, you can catch that on my Patreon. Other than that, I'm going to get out of here, guys, and I'll catch you in the next reaction.